Ann Vennard is our Assistant Director of Advancement. She's been with us for 6 years, and we work very closely together. And one of her roles is to manage our volunteer program. So we have a number of different volunteers that work with us, from office volunteers, senior companions. We have pet companions as well. She's always, she likes to say how she likes to fuss over her volunteers, and she really does fuss over them because she just appreciates them. We all appreciate them so much, but she just makes sure that they know it as much as she can. And we have about, she manages about 25 active volunteers. And then she works very closely with our hospice volunteer coordinator. And then we have our volunteer board members. So she's very involved in all the volunteer activities throughout the organization.
I'm not surprised Ann's getting this award. I would think even that this award was made for her. But I have to say, you know, Ann, from the moment you have contact with her to even inquire about being a volunteer, she is exuberant and informative. She made my 10-year-old son feel very welcomed, and really walked us through what the organization is, what it does, how it connects to what we'll be doing. And she not only makes you feel excited about the opportunity to volunteer, she makes you feel confident about being able to volunteer. That you don't go into this volunteer opportunity blind. You know, she really walks you through it so that you feel that you're going to do the job you want to do, and that you're going to make the difference you want to make. And she's just a fantastic volunteer leader.
And Matt, you know, he connected with us, I don't know, a couple of years ago, I think, at this point, and he really wanted to engage his son in volunteering with us. So we worked with them to be able to find an older woman who was lonely and then looking for someone to come and spend some time with her. And what a perfect opportunity it was for Matt and his son to visit this woman on every Saturday, I think, to play some card games and have some conversation.
At the time, Cornerstone didn't have a way for kids that young to volunteer, but she thought it was such a great idea that she's like, Matt, let me look into it. And then the next thing I know, I get a call from her, and she's like, we're changing the rules. We figured out a way, if you're willing to go and, you know, be a companion with him, that we would be thrilled to have him do this. And I thought, well, yeah, I'd love to do that. And she was so wonderful. You know, she brought us in for our orientation. She made she made Cassie feel so special for doing this, and really emphasized how great it was that he was going to be giving his time, and really made volunteering a joy, and made him realize that he was important and had a place in the volunteer world, which was fantastic, and got him excited for the volunteer opportunity that they were able to provide us. And we just thoroughly enjoyed our time with the lovely woman that we visited up until COVID started. We would play games. Anne would check in with us. She came with us on our first visit, just to put everyone at ease, make sure it was going to be a good match for everybody. And then she was just a great cheerleader for us, you know. Every time she kind of would check in with Cassidy and see how he was enjoying it, and again, just really emphasizing to him what a great job he was doing, and the difference that he was helping to make, and it was fantastic.
I call Anne our cheerleader all the time. And I know our volunteers feel the same way. She's just the most positive person you'll ever meet. She's a ray of sunshine. She always wants to make sure that our volunteers feel welcome and supported, and give them an opportunity to really make a difference in their volunteer roles, so that it's a meaningful experience for them.
And she's just wonderful. And even though that the Cornerstone and Anne organize these volunteer appreciation events, anytime as a volunteer you interact with Anne, it is an appreciation event. I mean, she just makes you feel great. anytime you interact with her, she's there to help you. You know, she just wants to make sure that the volunteer experience is the best it can be for everybody. And she just really is just this ray of sunshine every time that you interact with her.